Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about anemia and kind of talk about the things I've done to kind of increase my blood levels. 'Cause unfortunately with fibroids, it oftentimes will cause you to bleed a lot more. You'll start having really heavy menstrual periods, and then that's going to cause your blood levels to be off, which then cause you to become anemic or have anemia. So when I first found out I was anemic, I was on vacation. Thought everything was fine. We was doing a lot of hiking, a lot of walking, a lot of moving, and I just felt like I was always at the back. I was always becoming winded. Like I was really struggling, and I'm a physical therapist. I stay active a lot, and that's never been the issue with me. um we'll walk somewhere and I'll sit down for like several minutes and then I realized that my heart's still racing. So I was like, oh my gosh, like something is going on. So once we got back home from vacation, I went to the doctor and I found out that my hemoglobin was 5.3. And most people know that if your hemoglobin is below 7, they usually give you a blood transfusion. I actually asked my doctor if I could try to raise it with supplements instead, just because I just don't like blood transfusion. I probably should have got it, but I didn't. But she told me to take 3 iron pills a day and come back 2 weeks. If it hadn't gone up in 2 weeks, that I had to get a blood transfusion. It ended up going up to about 7.8. So my doctor said, just keep on doing what you're doing. You should be good. So I was fine for several months and come back to this year. So I got my um, surgery scheduled. And of course, when you get a surgery scheduled, the doctor wants to know your blood count because you don't want to go into surgery with your blood levels all over the place. So I got it checked. End up, it was 7.8 again. So my doctor's like, you are severely anemic, you know. So he suggested that I get iron infusions. So he set me up. I went and got 3 iron infusions. They was a week apart. Um, Usually it takes a few weeks for the iron to start working. So I probably start feeling it about week 3 or 4. And let me tell you, like, there's stairs in my apartment. Every time I have to go up and down those stairs, I get winded. I was still doing things, but I can definitely tell with different activity I was doing that um, my hemoglobin was low. And there's other things you can check like ferritin, iron saturation, different things that if you go to a hematologist that they can look at. But just a basic blood work, CBC, will show, your red blood cell count, your white blood cell count, different other things, and your hematocrit and hemoglobin. So, yeah, I could definitely tell at that time that it was a little low. Not that low, but when he told me it was 7.8, I was like, oh, you know, no wonder I can't hardly do these stairs like I should be able to. But I did those 3 infusions, and once I found out that I was that anemic, I started to Google things. I started to talk to people in my family, and like I was about that life. Like I was trying to get my hemoglobin up as much as possible in preparation for the surgery. I mean, it's important for it to be up anyway, but me having a surgery coming up, and I didn't want it to be postponed, I was really focused on getting my blood levels up. So I changed my eating habits totally. I learned how to cook liver. I started eating liver several times a week. And I ain't even gonna tell the story, you know, or like I ain't even gonna lie. That's what I really want to say, but I hate that word. But that just expresses like how I really feel about it. Um, I walked past the liver several times, and you just look at it, you like, oh, like I'm not trying to buy that. Like, what am I do with this? Like, it just looks disgusting. So, I literally would go to the store. I went probably like 3 or 4 times. I walked past, like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy it today. And nope, he stayed right there and went into my mother-in-law went and bought something one day, and then she showed me how to clean it. Not clean it. You just kind of rinse it because it's just gonna be bloody anyway. But and then she showed me how to season it up and sauteed it. So I've learned how to cook chicken liver and beef liver, and I've actually like developed a pretty good taste for it. Like I can tolerate eating it, like any other type of food. But I I'm about that life. Like, you hear about people going vegan and then one day they like, oh, I'm having this strong urge to eat bacon. Like, oh, I just want some bacon. Like, when you trying to do a lifestyle change, like you just gotta do it. Like you just gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's for some type of health reason, like cut the bull. Like you just gotta do what you gotta do. So I found, so not only have I incorporated liver into my diet, um, I was going to a restaurant that buy it, but which is still fairly cheap if you buy it at a restaurant. I know there's a few local chains that sell it also, but it is super cheap if you learn how to cook it yourself, which I've learned how to go buy my own liver and cook it and make it taste really better than it tastes at the places I was buying it at. I found different snacks. I found out that pumpkin seeds has a lot of iron in it. That's the pepitas, which are the pumpkin seeds already seeded. They have a little bit more iron content. And I think that's just because it's just more of the pepita seeds in the bag versus the pumpkin seeds itself. But I found, I just every day, grab a handful and be snacking on it like popcorn. Um, and I try not to get too much salted kind because I don't want to increase my salt intake like that. But the unsalted don't taste that good. But when you're on a mission, you just do anything. So you eat those unsalted pumpkin seeds. And you can also do sunflower seeds. They have a lot of iron in it as well. Um, let's see. I think figs. I found some dried figs and dried dates at. You can find them in different stores, but I like the ones at Big Lots. They have a lot of iron in it, especially the figs. I've never been a fig eater. I actually dislike figs, but I found that the natural figs that they hadn't done anything to actually taste very good, and then they're healthy and have a good bit of iron in it. And I've also every day I do a spinach and beet juice smoothie. I do. I mean, I put a pretty nice handful of spinach leaves in it, and there's other green leafy vegetables that have a lot of iron. Like I've intake a lot of the green leafy vegetables, including broccoli. I forget about kale, but the main two I eat is spinach and broccoli. But I get a handful of spinach, put it in my Ninja. No, I have my NutriBullet. I have so I get a handful of that, pour a good bit of beet juice in it, and then I usually put a few other other things that kind of make it taste a little bit better. Like use blueberries, strawberries, depending on if I use like fresh fruit. I might add a little honey because sometimes the ones you find in the frozen section ain't that sweet, but if you find some good fruit and freeze it, it tastes a lot better. But yeah, this is my best friend. I just purchased um a 6-pack of beet juice from Walmart yesterday because I want to keep it in stock. Because every day, I'm doing a spinach and beet juice smoothie. So, like I said, just to Google it. It's several resources that show you which foods are rich in iron. And I'm still taking my iron supplements every day. In the past, I've tended to forget some days, and then some weeks I just stop altogether. But I'm motivated. Like, I don't want to become a chronic anemic. So hopefully, after the surgery, that kind of changes the heavy bleeding I have, and then in turn, that's gonna kind of change my blood levels, and I kind of stop being anemic and just have normal blood levels. But right now, I'm in this lifestyle change where I try to eat several sources of iron every day, whether it be for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Also, I do a spinach quiche for breakfast where it actually has spinach, corn. I put an egg in there for binding, a little salt and pepper, and I put a little cheese in there, and I put it in a pie crust and bake it, and then I just cut me a piece for breakfast. So I'm literally eating some type of source of iron all throughout the day, whether I'm eating or drinking it. I'm making sure I'm getting it into my body. So be committed. And if you have any questions, just type it below and I can kind of give you more details. I don't know it all. I'm still learning. And as I learn more, I can update y'all, make another video update y'all about what I've learned. But it's just little small things that we're learning here and there. I know people who've been taking iron supplements for years, and I was even taking it for a little bit, and I never knew that vitamin C increase absorption. There are also some other things you don't want to take with your iron that kind of decrease absorption. But a lot of doctors just say, hey, you need to take these iron supplements. They don't say, don't take it with this or take it with this. That's some good information we need to know. But sometimes you got to do your own research, so to kind of improve your outcome with this, because the iron the iron pills itself can kind of cause some negative symptoms such as constipation and nausea. So if you got to take them, you want to make sure you take them and getting the best absorption that you can get from them. But that's all I have for today. Make sure you subscribe down below so you can get any new videos I put out, and stay updated with my upcoming surgery I have in a few weeks. If you have any questions, make sure you type it below. All right, talk to you later. Bye.